Okay. Let's get this rolling here. Of course, I gotta remember what I was doing. But we got this. Oh yeah, we had just talked to her.
Yes, what is it?
Hey, about that 2mm hole again.
The swallow, you mean? What about it? Great. Thanks.
I'll let you work on these. Look at the hole again. This hole.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass.
No,
A crack runs across the length of her body, her face oval and sad.
So that means... I guess you just never knew. What was I doing? Tasks. Where's your tasks? Okay, my task list is shrinking. Traps, murder weapon, puzzle. Oh yeah, we went to talk to the Ravers. Might mean we're getting close to the end. No. And stained glass window. Still has letters on it too. So what's on the other side of the hole? Just outside?
The mother of humanism stands above you.
Guess you can't go that way. Oh, you can raise your learning cap on drugs. Okay, so it is possible. Should be one more trap before that last one.
An old door, worn by elements, guards.
You are not prepared. You done that one yet?
This trap's not nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Definitely not.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we are done.
I must stress I did not expect a cryptozoology monstrosity to be in this trap.
Of course. Noted.
The
Right.
reeds sway in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
Right. Now there's just the one left. This relay tower coordinates boat traffic in the day. Barely. Minor volume adjustment. Exploring. So is this the Jamrock Shuffle? Is it just because I have a habit of stopping and looking at everything? Alright, let's go visit the final trap. And go talk to the rebirths. And then, I don't know. Stuff.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
Yell ho!
There's no echo and no answer.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
I mean, it could be. But that slot is a bit too high to drain. Maybe it's like a pillbox. Kim, any idea?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
I think we might find Ruby down there.
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now.
Ooh, fun.
In conclusion, she could be under any building.
Not in here.
I hope not.
Right on. Who is Ruby again? I don't remember. It's okay. Hey, there's people. Let's go talk to them. Without the flashlight. Just crowbar. They weren't here before.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
Lodman stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very
is he-
rich in hypertext.
Hypertext. Why does he know who you are?
Nice to meet you.
So, hypertext.
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
An interesting way to word it.
He's just making up fancy words. This doesn't mean anything.
So, why aren't there windows?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
Sure. You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He has a reputation. He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed coloring. What worm-themed coloring book?
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
Sounds familiar, but I'm probably thinking of Orbis in some other context, like audio.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
Herbs. Looking for a suspect. Seen anyone suspicious?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
No, that is a bit weird. Because this isn't something you do on your day off.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
Not exactly a tourist village. But he could be here for history.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
His presence, period, here, if he doesn't live here. Why are you here?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
He raises his eyes, hand to his eyes, to shield himself from the pattering rain. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you.
What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Sounds like Hewlett-Packard.
Hold on. What's R&D?
What's R&D?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore.
They don't.
You're probably more familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
I am, but in a fortunate different sense. Look at the building looming over you.
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
You know, this would be a good game to use a voice changer on. Anyway, I don't think I've ever heard of this Feld Electro.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
I like how you called that ferrotape instead of magnetic tape.
They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era.
Mm-hmm.
Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve? I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was that, Ace?
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer.
Ooh. Focus.
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer.
Right on.
Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He assumes something like a combat stance, facing the wind.
What happened?
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Probably.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. Possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins.
Go on.
All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
You don't belong here. I bet he's the shooter. They're saying that Feld Electrical built this boardwalk.
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
A pleasure wheel?
A pleasure wheel. I know what it's supposed to be. It sounds dirty.
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel lighting up the coast.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans.
What happened to the engineers, the company people?
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers...
Alright. What did the revolutionaries do with those tape computers?
They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars.
What was that?
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02. It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bombessier d'Insolente. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
Worms.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
How do those tape computers work?
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware.
Go
10
on.
years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Jews joined the team, trying to...
Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center.
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world.
He did.
This is all ninsy-pinsy garbage for sissy people.
Okay. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. Paul Ockerman, Keith, and Guy Joost. What are you talking about?
The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
It's real. You're making this up. Kim, is he making this up?
In fact, I'm not. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
It is an interesting name.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The felt playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07.
Wait, the felt playback experiment.
Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the felt playback experience, but those are incorrect. Who knows?
But why?
Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype.
Oh,
Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
I want to ask something else.
But of course, what else?
Look like someone who... Look like someone who has money. Do you have any money?
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
Could I have some of that unimportant money then? I don't want your money. I just wanted to see whether my profiling skills were working.
Of course, Detective, I wouldn't have assumed anything else. Matter of fact,
He looks up again, a playful hint shining in his eyes.
I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the Vespertine Department of Justice has published a rather interesting paper on the criminal profiling in former socialist states. Have you read it?
Not yet.
If not, then you definitely should. If not for tips and tricks, then just for theoretical curiosity. Anyway, that's just a little something that sprang to mind. You were saying?
It's a bit odd.
Forget it. They don't sell those kind of books at crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Go on.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
You see, a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years. A slogan you...
Oh yeah, you can't go that way. The way is blocked. Wouldn't be surprised if for some reason he's the shooter. Where's this woman? Kid didn't come from nowhere. Last trap.
This is the last. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
Look closer.
No locust.
The locusts are gone.
No phasmid either. But still.
It's empty. Gorel didn't leave it empty. How about look closer still?
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a real monster, though. Unless you see one in there, I just see an empty trap.
Maybe it's invisible.
The netting is a little untidy. Messier than the others. Like someone or something picked the trap up and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
What if it's able to get through the net?
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case. which I'm not.
Depending how sturdy it is, it could have been a seagull. Probably wasn't the phasmid. Still, should tell Morel.
We did sort of promise to tell them, didn't we?
He regrets this.
A cold gust of air dries your sweaty face, and you look to the dark shadow, the Feld building in the distance, drawing you to it. What a strange sensation. Once this is done, should you try to ask again?
Ask around. Again, what?
The reeds by the It's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night.
Curious what they mean, though.
The
Anyway,
later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow.
unless he just means go talk to Trent. Okay, well, let's go talk to him anyway. Then go visit Morel, I guess. Don't think I have much else to do right now. We'll see.
Hello again.
I want to hear about the Feld building again.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Okay.
But of course.
Thought I would check. Never know. 50 years ago, this place was the heart of innovation. Yeah, I don't think you can convince her. I don't really care about the
The
petition so
policeman.
much.
What can our village do for...
Nothing. We ever go in there? No, we did not. Up, rock. Stairs. There's the drunks. Okay. Still don't know what this fast travel thing he was talking about was. Boiled by some grass. We have our car. There's nothing left to talk about there. Back we go. Oh wait, the Ravers. Where are the Ravers? I forgot how I found them the first time. In their little rave tent. I forgot where I found them the first time. It was really late. Okay. Long run around. Nice if there was a map. It's on the other side of the church. We gotta look. Wait. There it is. This is someone's home away from home, just like yours.
Hello again.
You seen a red-haired woman around?
No,
Just no?
Oh yeah, the 8th.
it's
Person.
pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
Hair's kind of reddish. I don't think she's part of it, though. That's good. No neighbors to complain about noise when you get the club going.
Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
But back to that once we get some experience. Or use some drugs. Party.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Out the church. I checked it out.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crab man.
Oh, man! Who is he? What did you think?
He says you're cool. Go with it. Seemed okay.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church? No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Noid.
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Said he wouldn't mind the nightclub.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A
Sometimes I wonder
spooky
if I
guy
should-
climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Sometimes I wonder if I should play it twice, so I can do all the other decisions. I don't know if it changes it much. You're just gonna have to live with the crab man. He's cool.
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light! Yeah!
So which one is Egghead?
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
Sure.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
I don't remember, actually. She did not like it.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Maybe.
Unity! Dance!
She made it clear she won't leave until her project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, just help her. You gotta come up with a different solution.
Look at you, honour man!
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her.
I don't think that's possible.
If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music. The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Advanced.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Unedited dance music?
Could lie about it for giggles.
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
No, I don't give a shit, but I'm not gonna throw her out.
Excellent! Good luck, my friend.
What else do we need? Logic? Okay.
Goodbye, officer.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's an add-on you just click to maximize your logic temporarily. It might already be maximized. Or if you could at least sort them, that would work too. Indirect modes of taxation. Wow. Oh, this is the top. Okay. Love the frog hat. Moralist pants. Picked up a lot of stuff recently. +1. Already wearing a decent hat. Okay. Let's try it.
The young man
This is hardcore. Hardcore!
Hardcore.
Hardcore to the mega.
Alright.
Here comes the night.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Whatever. It's practically 50-50. Let's go.
a number of things don't add up. Let's take a look.
And we got bad news. Things don't add up.
What things?
He senses something is wrong.
No, they're not wrong. This is a tent full of lab equipment and crap. And a speaker. Soon I hinted that there's something else going on.
Hey man, who knows what she's on about? I get it. She doesn't want us in the church. She's got something against us.
Who doesn't like to dance? She doesn't like to dance.
To be fair, using it as a drug manufacturing facility would make more sense than a club. We're literally in the middle of nowhere. That was not the right button.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
No, you have speaker.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Such as the ether, for example.
Make up your mind. First it's the sweat, then it's the ether.
Where's his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
Just one speaker.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
It. You have no headphones. Clean distilled water.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
Usually not
No
distilled though.
shit. That's... Come on, that's...
Against the law? Preposterous.
I meant to say, not true.
So what are we gonna do?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
I mean, it was pretty clear it didn't add up when they first mentioned that. I'm like, really? Club and church? I mean, that I could see. But a club here, there's no business here. There's no customers. No one's gonna come here to a club. Stupid.
The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this.
Begins with, yeah, sure. Let's go with indifference. I don't care. I just want to crack the case.
Really?
Of course not really. I'm a cop, dumbass.
Or else?
Don't you hurt? I'm dirty.
He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal.
Because we are! We totally are!
We just got to turn it into a speed lab first.
You know, to get our foot in the door.
Why'd you get me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not spooky though.
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
But the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
So, what now?
This is it. Judgment time.
Is there a wrong answer? I mean, I don't really care. Okay, I can't help it. I've got to look it up. I'll be right back. Yeah. Whatever, do the club.
Yeah!
But
I knew it. It's impossible now.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for Nordic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
sounds like Egghead really wants the club. So what's this about the fish? It's not that there's never going to be a club in there. It's that you're never going to make the hop.
There needs to be a club for Nordic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time. We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
This will be nothing.
It might be. Who knows?
You can hear the ice crack underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind, a grape-shot row of falling houses. And so is Rue de Saint-Giraud and all the houses on Main Row. The old cinema is sinking underneath Villa La Bosse.
Someone feel that?
What?
Nothing. This incident, let's call it crime prevention. But I have my eye on you.
Okay, we'll try to do it without the drugs. We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but, I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
That's all.
Goodbye.
I don't believe them. Who knows? Like how it auto-saves on you, just to make sure you're not... Whatever.
Hello again.
Your associate set me up. I'm guessing you knew this.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
I don't care.
Okay, but I still regret it. I should have been able to control them, and I will in the future. I promise. May I ask? What did you tell them?
Lub.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
If you actually meant to it. Actually, that's all for now. Because you can't do that.
Hello again.
But she's over here recording stuff, so maybe they do care more about that. But we need empathy. Any drugs to help that? As I do some speed right in front of them. Drugs do not make you empathetic. Oh, maybe that's how we do the karaoke. We need to get that tape player. That's a recorder. Teeth clattering. Now we're taking the long way around. There's no around. Nice place though. Boat. Is it the boat? Is that always there? That was weird. Stream crashed. First time it's done that. Oh my god. Looks really dark. Might just because the way I'm zoomed. Oh, yeah. Okay, back to where we're going. Back we go. Said back we go. We need to go talk to Morel. It's funny, I was actually going to be a lot more sleazy at the start of this. Just couldn't keep it going. I think it's a lot of running in. This is not the way. Oh, I see. That's right. The drawbridge was pulled. I guess the company pulled some strings to lock the town down. Still, I think Trent has something going on. We're going to the inn. One way. More dice. Yeah, Lynn got him. Memory. Yes, the cursed die. A map tab and journal to see which checks. I haven't been using that journal, have I? There's a map. We'll get back to that.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
I'm basically also a cryptozoologist now.
I knew it.
I knew it.
Well, in that case, sweetie, let me give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mescan origin. The pin is an antique, quite special to the cryptozoological community.
Nice.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
Never told me you've seen the phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But, darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
I'm not interested.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Wait, where was this and how old?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
Try it one way, doesn't work. Flip it, doesn't work. Turns out you were right the first time. Okay, what happened?
The the strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
What if it was aliens?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys, that sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
I mean, it is strange.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing.
Amazing.
If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
Dude, lots of talking. Let's go. You were on a date.
Our first, yes.
Yep. White limbs?
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
How big?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Maybe you imagined it.
How could she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about the phasmid. This is the main thing here, what makes it a confirmed sighting. She had no previous knowledge of the insect.
So she couldn't have made it up or imagined it.
That's true, yes. I'm almost certain neither my mother nor my grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena, you trying to tell us you saw the Insulindian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here. They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it.
And boys would tell you that. Okay. Kim, what do you think of this?
I thought it was a wonderful story, ma'am.
Oh, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere.
What? Maybe you could convince her. Tell her about some cool cryptids.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work.
It's gotta be worth some experience.
Go on and ask.
Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear about some cryptids you've studied. You just tell me about a couple.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Cryptid extravaganza. Okay, just one.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Cryptids, cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids.
Is this bird one? The tie.
No. It's The cryptid.
Nope. The cryptid.
Oh, yes.
A small silvery skull shines between your fingers. Its beak sharp. Okay. Tell me about it.
The eight-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until...
Mutation? All of evolution is a mutation.
Until it was sighted by renowned Gotvaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
Okay, tell me about it.
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm.
And Umarau is?
The world's largest canyon system, sweetie. It's a barren waste east of the Erg Desert, an ancient riverbed completely dried up.
Erg. I can't roll R's. Okay, next.
Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years, since the fall of Pericarnassus.
Go on.
He was lost, without any navigation equipment, and desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great black bird. It seemed gargantuan. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uwe got there, the teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
Eat the bird. Uwe. It's the only way to survive.
He was following it?
Yes, or rather, hunting. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plattenkalk followed the teratorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest.
You weren't hunting a bird for many days just for its blood. Come on now.
The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist.
Watch out.
Then the teratorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird.
Why?
The bird was controlling his mind. It kept him from approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uwe spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away.
How did he survive? Tell the story.
The 8-eyed teratorn was indifferent to him, as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps. It even let him feed on some carcasses up there, and the 2 unfertilized eggs it left behind.
8-eyed, mind-controlling bird. Yes.
Absolutely, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since, but Wamrau is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade, latest.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also does mind control.
Mind control. So that was the last anyone saw.
Sadly, yes. But there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Ilmara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
I want to see an 8-eyed bird.
Very, very hard.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know?
We'll do the one. Okay. This has been educational. Sadly, we can discuss something else.
Of course, dear.
That's all for now. We'll come back later.
I couldn't possibly shower thanks on you as enthusiastically as my wife has, but I am grateful for your assistance, officer.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
Itching. So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay.
And one of them
was
empty.
Completely empty?
Surprise, tempered with fear and trepidation. He doesn't know what to think yet. Maybe you're joking?
Yes, empty. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
The empty trap was the one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it.
I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Indeed.
Of course, more clever.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Yes.
Another trip to the reeds.
That's exactly what this is. What a deft hunter. This phasmid.
Of course. Be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture, mine stands, okay? Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened? Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Most likely.
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
I do have an alternative theory.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too.
Picture.
You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
Actually, wouldn't be surprised that Kuno might be involved.
A little hooligan. But what would a child want with bags?
Everything.
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the gremlin.
Delinquents. My favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
What's his place?
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
It's odd. My wife is getting up soon. Schedule real quick. What's today? 10th. What is today? Today is... Oh, it's Thursday. I thought it was Wednesday. Oh my gosh. I've lost an entire day. What happened? I feel like I'm missing a day. No, we're good. Okay, the wife goes in at her usual time. Okay, we got lots of time left. Let's go. Thought I was gonna have an intermission.
He keeps the language unemotional, but it's in there. Disappointment.
Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
It's like, I don't find it weird that he took the armor. I mean, it's gotta be worth quite a bit of money. I find it weird that he was wearing the armor.
I don't know what got into him, officer. Thank you for letting him off easy. He won't forget it. We'll make sure he won't.
Armor that was taken off a dead man. What's that? That's how to be good. Let's go.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
It's Gary. Looks so weird compared to the painting.
I mean, officers.
Oh yeah, he's the racist with the mug. So why is Everett interested in?
I told you everything.
'Tis true, sire. This man simply did not know what he was getting caught up in.
Wait.
Always a I mean, officer. No.
There.
I told.
'Tis true, sire.
Just rechecking the conversation options.
Always I mean, officer. I'm sorry for what I said.
Okay. Pests. Missing insects. Kuno. Oh, Kuno knows. Had issues with crashing computers lately. Quick save. Is there a quick save button? Yeah. Let's go talk to Kuno. That's how to be good. Oh, you go back to the boss too. One more time.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Know anything about the locusts?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to Lane prison!
She gave you up.
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
You know, no one's lame here. Nothing.
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should...
Kuno does...
Okay. Right. Yep. It's crawling with locusts in here. Ooh, I can hear them.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air.
Ooh, I see them too.
The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
No. The whole shack? The nest? Now.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
Okay. I will be right back in just a moment. Oh no. Definitely don't need to get me playing The Witcher 3 again. That'd be another 120 hours of my life I'm never getting back. I'd do it though.
Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Hey, we're getting somewhere. That's precisely what I was thinking.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
Think the phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The phasmid doesn't exist.
I know it doesn't exist.
But what do I know?
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere near here.
Of course not.
The phasmid is impairing your judgment.
Wow. It's not the way I wanted this to go, but we'll go with it. Let's go talk to Kuno.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
That's actually a found slip. Aggressive youth-oriented campaign. That's right. Marketing. More prevalent than you think.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
No, you took them.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
I really don't care.
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
Say you don't give a fuck about bugs, but then you go and build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
Oh, she doesn't like him. That's why he's doing it, because she won't go in there.
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. The lameness is causing her physical pain.
City of
The
Rage.
damage may be permanent.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
An artist? Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in, like, 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be
Whoa.
what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way. That's fine. That's good on you, Kuno. Stand up for yourself.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
Whoa.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
Yeah.
So that's what this is about.
Well, that depends on the choices you make. Whatever. I don't hate her.
I don't believe you.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
So what does the City of Locusts mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
Classic ADHD.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
What's gonna happen?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Then you just stop taking them.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. She was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
So he's scared of her, but he likes her. Gonna have a wild relationship. Now let's settle.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
Insulindian plasmid.
Huh.
Oh, he's heard of it. Because it's like the... What's his name? The furry one. Sasquatch.
He recognizes the name.
So you know about it. He's an insect boy.
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
Must be another ADHD kind of thing. My kid likes these two.
As you leave,
Actually,
you notice his usual rooster-like swaying posture has changed. Slowed down, like clockwork unwinding.
To be fair, bugs is just a thing boys like.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Let's talk to her. That's how to begin.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Yeah. She won't talk. Okay, now we need to sync the signs with the node. That's supposed to be. But yeah, you need empathy and you need logic? No, not logic. Good. Yeah, that guy's worked 2 quests. Murder weapon, dudes, armor piece, carry insects. Oh, let's do insects. Then we can start wandering a bit.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
Trap's fine. It was Kuno.
So it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
Also means you can go play suzerainty.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe...
Yeah. Or you could just say F it and live life.
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
Wow. I don't really want to do it, but I like experience. It's probably an experience. So, I'll restock it.
You can? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
Really?
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh fractured locust. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Be deep down the credits.
Wow. Co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This...
Just doing this for experience, mostly. It's probably an achievement, too. Last... So talk to Last... How do you say her name?
You see a heavy steel door.
There must be a key somewhere. Probably somewhere in the whirling. It's not too important.
Oh yeah, there's that key in the bush where you're supposed to go find, too. Whatever. While I'm here, I'm gonna talk to her. Might have something else. So what we're missing is murder weapon and murderer. Who actually killed him and why? And is it connected to her? Very high chance.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Drama. Why do I feel like you You need the drama point.
I really don't know, sir. I certainly don't feel like I've won. I feel like shit, sir. All the time.
She smiles, a bitter little smile. She means it.
Slipped past all suspicions.
Clearly, I haven't. We're having this conversation, aren't we? How well could it have gone, I mean?
The wet wind, heavy with brine and industrial pollution from the stacks nearby, ruffles her hair.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for... I don't know how long now. I like to... For my sins, of course. The long-standing sins of a bad, frivolous person.
Oh, I remember there's...
For destroying my first love.
Oh, we need to go talk
for
to
working for bad people.
Rep.
The list goes on and on.
Something off about Ruby, though.
I don't know what to say. None of this is fortuitous for me.
Right, flowers in the roof?
The what? Oh, those ones. I don't know, sir. I said I have no idea what to make of them. Honestly, I think they're just trash. I mean, there's no reason for me to think they're somehow connected to her.
No, I don't.
She nods, slowly, carefully even.
Unlock the check. Those. You need to be dramatic. Nothing with a bow tie. More drama. That's all the drama we've got. Make sure that's... Oh wait, isn't there a shirt where... No. It's negative, okay. It's had around the crotch. Wow. Go. This is insane. Look at this mug. This is our most dramatic set. Oh, might have drugs. Drugs don't give you drama. That's unfortunate. Bet there is one. Just not these. Okay, let's go. That should be enough.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all.
Yeah.
She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps.
There's a lot we're missing, and all that crap she said, she's probably lying about every bit of it.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her
fact, she's probably
web of
Ruby,
lies.
actually.
See?
Yeah, why have we not arrested her yet?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
You know, I didn't think you'd make...
I did.
Call.
What is this? I called your desk or whatever it
Your phones
is.
weren't
The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
Well, actually, I did read about a pitfall about drama, where it might...
Anyone could
go
know
overboard.
that, sire. By looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
I think it was drama that was lie detection, but if it goes overboard...
What time did you make the call?
Too dramatic.
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
It's not your real name.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Okay, so tell me.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time.
She's not lying now. She really is very tired. Her metabolism is failing her. The afterglow of whatever narcotics she's been taking is wearing off.
Okay, so real name.
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
Basically the same, ain't it? Finally, we meet.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Mea Smith, to hurt me.
So, what's your employer?
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly.
She's a spy.
I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me.
Something.
The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
This is Bowie.
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since.
To be fair, I kind of forgot.
I'm not sure I could even find it now.
Forgot what her deal was.
It's useless.
Let's check it out.
The lieutenant
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past the Bergen sewage pipe, right near the waterline.
Hope not ever miss Orange 37, are you? What is...
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Uh-huh.
Yes, they can, for lying. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
Devil woman?
What?
Her hand trembles.
What's that about?
She's only pretending she didn't hear you say,
I told you
devil
under arrest.
woman.
But I haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
Fucking mind games. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
Oh yeah, she was the industrial espionage girl. Like, no, she's a suspect in a murder investigation.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please no.
But there's nowhere to go. Fragile.
I think I know who did it. I know who shot Lely. You know it wasn't me. Why would I do it? I have no motive.
But you think you know who? Could have told us.
She knows something.
Oh, what do you know? Then we can check it out first.
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says,
Why is she protecting him?
Gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
Oh, she wants some of that Titus.
What she's saying is sex.
Or
and more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in...
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
Not too attached, or the other side agreed.
And you led her on?
A little.
Well...
I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Is she lying? I have no reason to know. Whatever. if I play this again, I will get different choices. I don't know if that's a thing. I'll probably just look it up.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
Could it be that Ruby was cleaning up after herself? That the lynching was a cover-up for her, and she organized the boys to do it?
I mean, why would Ruby do that?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys.
What she's saying
is did all this.
I don't know. And you let
a little. I was flattered, you know?
This is...
So...
Could it be that Ruby was cleaning up after herself?
When Ruby said
that the lynching was a cover-up for her, and she organized the boys to do it?
Was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it.
Go on.
And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply.
Go on.
What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
And how? What do you mean how? How could she have killed him?
You've been trying to kick that door down, right? Maybe it leads downstairs.
Oh. Here's the fun, hilarious part. I've been doing all kinds of stuff out of order, but I guess that's normal.
She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Like you're doing it out of order.
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
Yep.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
No, but she's not really a flight risk. She can't leave. She's stuck here for now.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret it.
Something tells you, you will.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, if you have too much drama, it can actually start swinging back the other way, I think, can't it? Let's change the subject.
You are. This is not the end of this.
Okay. What do we do with this information? We do stuff. I was going to go downstairs. I was going to point in empathy, or whatever check I come up against first. I guess. Actually, neat little tab here. Apparently, if you go to the journal. Map. I've never looked at the map. These are the white checks that you can try again for fun. Oh, I want to talk to Joyce. And this guy.
Yes?
First, I need to put my logic set back on. There's gotta be a way to sort this crap. You have to manually sort it, don't you? Drama tide. I like the drama tide. Let's go Blazer. The hat I had. It was a launching hat. Just smart. That one. No, it wasn't that one. Okay. Let's sort through faster this way. I wouldn't be surprised though if somebody made an add-on. Deal with this. That's not that crazy, I guess, in the end, is it? Other gloves in the chest. Watch a cat. So stupid.
Yes?
Oh, that would help. Whatever.
Can you pick over what's left of your frontal cortex?
Fail. Just a minute. Okay. Alright, this is where we go have a little bit of fun for a moment. We'll try out some things that we haven't. I was about to wonder, like, how do you go with all these things? Like, oh, it's in the game. It's part of it. It's a map. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hail corporate. Make shivers better. That's fun dialogue. Oh, the hat. I like that hat. Ugh. Sorting by type would be a start. Okay, we're just gonna put on stuff that doesn't have negative for now. Put that tie. No. Makes you weak. Not that one. Oh, that's the one I had on. It's me just smart. Make it dumb. Let's go. This music gets stuck in your head. Where's it gone? It's the village on the coast. That's why the cell goes there. Makes sense. Is there a fast travel? Something was telling me about fast travel, but... Oh, map. Maybe that's some after the game is over thing. Have to walk a long way. over here.
The locusts aren't doing all too well, but...
No, just have to restock the one. I thought we had to go back to all of them. That's fine. Where's that cell book?
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Which party?
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Looks like it.
Think they had a great time.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Somehow.
Yeah, I was like, what is this? It always auto-saves right after. So they went to the village. Somewhere. Let's go. What do we need? Empathy?
A policeman. What can our
Suggestion. I don't care. I just want experience. More power. All the achievements. Who knows? Might play it again. Huh.
A policeman. What can our...
Logic and reason won't work on this old bat. Better go for shameless emotional manipulation. The grandmother card will do the trick. Last chance to turn back.
What's gonna happen to Lillian's kids?
What do you mean? What's going to happen? We are gonna grow up, of course. I raised my own kids in this village, and they are doing fine for themselves.
Those the drunks over there?
No, they are good kids. I brought them up the right way.
They here now?
No, they moved to Faubourg for work.
Where do you think those kids are gonna go?
Well, I imagine they'll grow up and leave too.
What about the village?
You've got her. Now just reel her in.
What?
Then...
He's like, oh.
You have her. Now twist the knife. Wait. Let her come to it herself.
Wow.
I don't believe the Fat Man's Youth Center is going to change anything. But what other choice do we have? It's not like the coalition government is coming to save us.
That's right. They ain't doing shit.
I won't be around much longer anyway. Not with the dampness in my bones. If they want to take a chance, who am I to stop them? Did you say something?
Sign the papers.
Fine. See that you didn't just get us all screwed. I might be half blind, but I have a good memory for treachery.
Let's go, mate.
He's not dissatisfied with you, but with himself.
I don't care. I just want the experience. I'm an evil person sometimes. I'm only happy. It's not what I'm doing. I'm not sure it's over here. I suppose I should look. Oh, talk to the person in that church.
The mother of humanism stands above you.
Yes, what is it?
If you didn't have to leave, I'll talk to Andre. He wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
I want to make anything.
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter. It's the failure of Fortress Accident.
Are you bitter about the project?
That's right. If we couldn't get our Welkins to happen, I don't want anything to happen. Ever again.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice. She means it.
Well, good on us. We're wearing our suggestion chip. I'm meant to cooperate with the Raiders.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research, you mentioned earlier it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to a boom boom.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
Found a way yet.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
So there's the purpose of that. Is this the one?
No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
I tried.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Okay, but still.
It's an offsite copy. Why do you need it?
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She's making it extra simple for you.
Good.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
The studio of Fortress Accident in the new commercial area.
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
You mean Plaisance?
That's her name, I believe.
I've been there.
Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it. In the giant ice bear fridge.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying...
Yeah, said the offsite copy had been moved.
Wait, a note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
It's been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed by someone named Sulislaw. Yeah. So, is she gonna give me the better crowbar?
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Sulisław Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the value of the heads.
That hell-bentness of him has paid off. Okay, I'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, let's go.
Like it would have made a difference. The offside copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous. And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
Couldn't get it open.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds dear.
So why can't you get it?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Are you part of the curse?
Of course not. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore and she won't let me in. Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
It does. What if it does?
It doesn't emit. It receives. You sound just like her. She started praying when she first saw my rain. Turned to higher powers.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic.
By the way, we put a dead body in that fridge.
Wait, what? Whose dead body?
You know, we don't actually have to tell the entire world about the fridge.
Oh, come on.
Whose body is it?
It's the hand guy.
You put it there? You put a dead body inside the ice bear. Okay. Very cool. Thank you.
We would appreciate it if you kept this knowledge to yourself, miss.
It was good for experience.
Who would I tell? My mother?
Yes.
I don't. Thanks. And here's my Falsund multitool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offside copy, then you can keep the Falsund.
I was wondering, you're like...
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Cavallo soon. This glorious multi-tool makes a regular pry bar.
Yeah. It was just, you're going to have to connect this later, because you need a tool that you're going to get later in the game. Oh, crap, that thing is a monster.
Yes?
Monster. It's like an oversized can opener, actually. Nice. Okay, now to go to visit the bridge that we now have a massive pry bar to open. Also, I guess this pry bar gets you past certain other checks. You did that too. I presume. It is a beast. Oh, the trap. I've got to hold on LB everywhere I go, so this might open some new things. Including things you probably shouldn't open. What's my neighbor's room? First of all. Charging. It's right in front of me. Stream stopped. Not mine, someone else's. Just a moment. Okay. Shall continue. So we still haven't seen a Ruby. Select. It's not selecting it.
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like trash, but if you look closer...
That over there must be the boy Klaas you told us about, the one she hid her passport in. We should take a look.
Yes, spindly extremities have been here. Snap the cords keeping the boy in place. A little longer, and it will be floating somewhere out in the open sea.
What?
Moves across the water, leaving no traces. You're cold again, as always.
Yes, but who or what is this?
Splendor.
Yeah, I felt really strange just now.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's still here. A little longer and it'd be gone.
Indeed.
Pick it up.
The boy is not tied to anything. The cords dangling from the bottom really have been torn or cut. You lift it out of the water easily, noticing how light it is.
Examine the plastic ball.
The number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch holds it close, but only just barely. The brittle metal of the latch has cracked.
Simple construction. Very unsafe.
Shake it.
There's something in there, splashing around. It smells like you would expect it to smell. A concentrated version of the coast. Salt, industrial slop and decay.
Yeah.
And just a dash of hard liquor. Yum. The water this side of the peninsula is cleaner, actually. Smells a little salty.
Okay, open it.
A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out. Some algae. And nothing else.
Well, damn.
No documents. Someone's been here.
I have no idea.
Minor quirk. We know it was there, though.
Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope.
Reason?
Might have been Klaasje, might have been the people after her, might have been a local drunk. We should go.
I didn't pick her for one. I don't think she did it.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you have the time.
I'm not so sure she'll be truthful, or she's been truthful the whole time. It's hard to say.
The trap stands empty near the reeds. No insect sounds or movement around. Only the reeds' apprehensive hissing. The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good, now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation?
Soon.
Don't answer that. It was...
Still rolls with it, though. Okay, so... Tell her. Okay. That's the only one. Good. I don't know about that guy. Get back to him. I'm a short. Go back to work. Oh. Where's the Union? Wild Pines. I don't want to steal the bird. This sleazy dude has a conscience.
I'll just keep the Cor de Leche in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier. Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty.
Ugh. No. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
You were here hours ago.
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
So how do you like it here?
How do I like it?
Cast her gaze towards the village, slush melting on the cinder blocks. Construction work left finished 10 years ago.
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
City smells.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name, all the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
I don't know anything
I'm
about
surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
See? The sword works.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
You're in no danger.
That they don't.
Above you, there forms a quilt of altocumulus clouds, twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay. Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they pass, the temperature drops slightly, but perceptibly.
Have I told you how they discovered this place?
Fishing village.
No, they're in Sealindian, Isola.
What is an Isla, exactly?
I'm guessing you don't know then.
No, you haven't told me how they found it.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
Learning to read ain't important when you got fish to fish. Oblivion. That's so mean.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell us now.
Do we?
Yes.
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you.
This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez, at the very end of her stay.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with, while you're hot in pursuit.
Fine. Wait. Oh, I found my badge.
By love, you did.
Fast, observantly, like an electronic printer.
Like the kid in Family Guy. It's on a dumb face, but he's not dumb.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter? Well, technically speaking, good.
Like we're missing something.
I fear I've told you. Is there anything else I can help you with? What we do?
She nods.
Of course. Of course.
Don't tell her you've met Everard right away. Wow, you work hard.
Probably weird you were an NPC in these games, to have just someone go up and just scroll back through all the conversations you've had just to see if something new pops up. I kind of wish the game would just tell me.
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
It's just tedium to look through it.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
And I've seen this game have new conversation options below trees that you've been through before, so it'll be gray at the top, but like all you could do is be like, new. That'd be nice.
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged.
This is an interesting picture.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way.
Right.
And you won't let it break you. You ride. A little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
I mean, I did take that bribe.
Oh yeah, you took that bribe hard. You're a killer.
Giant novelty check.
Wasn't easy getting that giant novelty check from Everard. Took some ingenuity to get into the harbor, but you got in, and you took that bribe as hard as any cop's taken it.
Well, the pawning.
Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
Except it's some ills.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself.
It's describing my life right here. Well, okay, go on.
Are you rich?
No.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Taxes, man.
That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Really? Every time I sneeze?
Every time you wipe your ass. They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
Are you sure? Seems like a pretty high number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Really, nipples are kind of a pain. But how would deregulation help with that? Often, just a little.
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you fucking forget it.
Right on. Okay, let's go.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down.
Yeah, I don't know. The dank part seems weird. don't think the frog hats don't me justice either, but you can hope. Let's go break into the damn fridge. Like this glorious driving right off there. Straight off the road. Well, I mean, to be fair, the road does end there. Hold on. I have just been reminded of a very important responsibility that I have been currently shirking off. I shall return in a moment.
Redania.
One glance tells me all I need to know. Hey!
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism, and desertion.
Long live acceptance. I feel like puking after that swill in the canteen.
So, plumbing to your eye, who gave you that? Redania soldiers. God, fucking thieves, every last one.
Shh. Pour someone easier.
Into the distillery.
Okay, back to work. That is a very large pry bar. Wow. I guess straight to the part. There we go. I guess the other option, you could have unplugged it, just let it fall. Thought about that.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine.
You put it on a strong gear. There's gotta be a mod to manage this. Oh, tank top. With a shirt. Tell me to list the hard way. Not the time. Sure.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be. Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Gewalzund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Blue electric lights come to life. Inside, on a frosty platform, lies an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep. A filament memory with the words, off-site copy, written on its side.
Cool.
Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty ice cream maker.
Like, what? No ice cream?
A scoop of ice cream would have been nice, yes.
Take the memory.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen-Kilde as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it to her. If I do this again, I'll try the other shop first. Wait. If I came into here, then isn't the door over here? Yeah, it's on the other side. Okay, let's go. Yeah, right there. I don't know why not trying to do crazy options now, but for some reason decided not to. Halfway
The
through.
dented yellow mailbox greets you with it. You drop the white. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon.
Will they?
For good or ill, the deed is done.
I'm just here for experience.
Let's go back to Everard. This better be worth it after what we did.
Oh yeah, we're doing it. These have art.
Yes, for sending mail.
Fuck you, mail delivery box.
There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Levantorie mail collection box. It sounds betrayed, in disbelief even. Your toe has suffered damage. It hurts.
Oops.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection box.
I think it was cool.
I don't.
He must see the box as the weaker of the two, and you as a bully. Something he doesn't stand for.
Fair enough. Okay, let's go. Stuff. There's the titles. Oh, it's because I'm standing by this. Takes full power to read the author's name. John Klaus. Is that supposed to? Let's go visit the church. Losing a lot of time just running at this point. Almost feels like the game has a fast travel in it. I saw discovery notifications, just I don't see a way to access it. I guess one would say, is Google down? I'll look it up, dude. shadows. Nice. Alright, let's talk to her.
Yes, what is it?
Got your copy?
Yes? Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
So, now what?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
He's already inserted. Close the door.
Wait. No. That's dangerous. She shouldn't do it.
Why? I don't care. What are you hoping to find?
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment.
Go on.
Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out.
Where are two of the options? Whatever. Now what?
Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. Terminal beeps, and the light inside starts pulsing, glowing heart. Can I do anything?
Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
You did it.
I found the coordinates.
She's beaming. You can feel it in your heart.
You've helped.
Great job.
Rats.
Thank you.
Time for a celebratory drink, perhaps. Just a thought.
So where is it?
There. In the swallow.
She points at the end of the church, where a group of water bowls form a ritualistic arch.
Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bowls for me. I need to double-check my calculations.
We're helping. That way she'll leave.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Third 2 left, fourth bowl right. I'm gonna forget.
Thanks.
Third bowl left. Already forgot. What's third? Just like this.
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor.
Move the third bowl from the left 2 centimeters away.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound.
Fourth bowl to the left, 5 centimeters to the right.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all.
Exactly. You should walk.
Yes, what is it?
You've done it.
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Why do you have it on mute?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
It should just be silence, right?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
It's very different from what she started saying.
What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
What?
I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe it's going to tear the world apart.
You're overthinking this.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
face it.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
The lieutenant takes a step back.
Marker. Yep.
And then, nothing. Nothing happens as Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary.
Can you hear anything?
She doesn't answer. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone.
Well.
Damn it.
Anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Well, it was a hole in the wall. One would assume there was nothing.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing?
No. No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Sure.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it?
Legendary perception. Okay, let's try it.
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning
I'm a
man
listener.
staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes.
What does it mean?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
Sound. Suna, what if we just need better speakers?
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
I know just the dudes.
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
Nope, but they have exactly the right speakers.
You mean the speed freaks? Of course, the speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
Yes.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Brilliant negotiating there, detective. As always.
Sure. Let me know how it goes.
We'll talk to them. Oh, they'll love it. Love it. Wrong way. Sound. Around the side.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Here to talk about the church.
Yes? What's the deal? We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of Nordic dance music.
Just a moment.
The permit, tariffs paid, those damn soldiers stopped. Said I had to requisition my property. The war. So I asked these questions. of my way. Long live Radovid!
Gonna have to share space for a couple of weeks until she gets her research finished.
That's fine. We can manage. And you're still sure about keeping our little side business, right?
Not there.
Fine. We can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
Couple of hours. Wow. Okay. What else we got over here? Suna, Asmund, Ruby, Washerman. Sync the signs with Noid. Let's deal with Noid. Or something else. Where's the tent? Oh. Yeah. Oh. Good looking. Washerman. Let's go. Trent. What is he doing there? This doesn't look like a vacation kind of place.
The policeman. What can our village do for you? Huh? I like to see him try.
She doesn't seem so...
Get out of here, trying to ruin my day. And that youth center better be a good one, or you'll have trouble from me.
Trouble how?
I wield an army of drunks. Do not underestimate the effect.
Talk to her.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
Something else. Not the puzzle. Murder weapon. Sell. Oh, the shack. Oh, well, it turns out I'm holding a rather special pry bar. Oh, we're not going to do that. Okay. Oh, the sewer thing. It's probably related to that. Actually, I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I went here trying to play a really crazy, sleazy cop. Took all the wrong choices, and I started playing all the right choices. But whatever. There's a chance I might play this again. And then I'll do it, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we'll try to be crazy. Washwoman's drunk. Where's it going? Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know. There's a way in there. Not the pry bar, clearly. Let's see. So we're gonna go talk to him. We got lots of time to go.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face.
Have you stocked the trap?
Thank you for doing that, dear.
Her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left her.
Dude's sick.
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Hope you're the best. Awfully cold up there, Breeze. I like her.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work. A young person's game, as they say.
Who's gonna check the traps?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Take it off.
That really is too much.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
What's wrong?
Different? How?
Whole story.
I'm not. It's not that.
She never believed it at all. She just liked him.
It's a strange feeling.
Or
I haven't really told this to anyone, but
hope.
You are a police officer. Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story?
Oh.
Or a dream?
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller than she is. Like a sad young girl.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about whether it was real or not.
She was a kid. Come on. Thank you. Real.
Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
You seem to really believe it happened. Doesn't that count for something?
No, sweetie. There's more to it than that. Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's existence that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists. That. And for years, his belief made me believe too.
That I am a queen? An extraordinary witness to grace.
But now, we're both getting old, and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
Your answer is convince him to retire.
The lieutenant opens his notebook, but doesn't write anything.
Tell her her marriage hasn't been a lie.
An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
Not just the phasmid.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it together. Without it, what are we? Just another pathetic old couple.
Well, that's reality.
If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
He hated that.
But if the dream comes to naught, what good is it? No, the thing is, I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived, on our first date. If I weren't the queen of the cryptozoologists, if I didn't tell him that story...
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
He's still like, you just would have found a different hook.
Maybe. But then why do I not dare tell him? I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. I really must stop talking about it lest I start crying and waste more of your time. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Whatever. Chase another one.
Of course not. I didn't mean to say my situation discredits the field. There have been some confirmed discoveries, and a lot of hoaxes too, but still.
Can't help nice to her.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary. Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad.
It's powered. Wow. It is grim, seriously. But, careful out there. It's been a pleasure.
Likewise, sweetie. Thank you for everything. Truly. Even though it turned out to be a...
gas-powered wheelchair. Wow.
A dream. A fool's hope. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine putters quietly as she gets to the doors.
I think it's
then
awesome.
Pushes them open. Outside, the cold coastal wind blows.
I guess it's like an electric wheelchair, just gas-powered.
We should go to...
Somewhere out there, a kilometer to the southeast, a gust of wind shakes the felled building, rattling dusty windows, beckoning with strange coldness, to ask the wind once more.
Okay, what else? It's all the nightclub and the weapon. I think we're going to have at least one more day here. For sure. No way we don't. I'm about to run out of time soon. I'll just say, let's go visit the church. And then stand outside of it. Waste an hour. Definitely not gonna break the door down.
The policeman. What can our village do for you?
Or wait inside her place.
Change your mind. Don't make this old woman regret giving the police the key.
The door has seen better.
I'll wait outside to give... After we are done with the day,
The key to...
I found the answer. He's offering a room. Around. It's Greek. Okay, let's start with box. Check.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it.
We have encyclopedia here. Again, seriously, in mod this. There's sport. Anything else? Damn, smart glasses. This is just something most people don't care about. Probably.
An old mirror
Still no
hangs on
chance.
the wall. You see like the rest of you. It comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Okay. There. The waves, sea, church. Magazines.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Shaving the right call.
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
Okay, shave it.
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
Feel your clean-shaven cheeks.
They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath.
Wasn't the right call.
The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe. Your face, such as it is, a regular human face, sans expression.
So, it's trapezium. It's quiet. No, it doesn't.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
It's free. It's good enough. I can live here.
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. This could have been you. This could still be you. A down-on-his-luck nobody, trying to survive.
It all feels cozy.
Who are you talking to? There is no one here, not even cold.
Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
Perhaps I should look at the floorboards.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move it aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's it here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
Search it.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper. A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
Bullet.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with.
Maybe. Who knows?
It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
Nope. Previous tenant.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Buzzer bullet.
Damn that girl.
Damn that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
You want?
But you didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
You speak slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move to the water. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs. Around 8 o'clock, I think.
Room the same?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Like a good host. Anything else?
No.
What's she like?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself. She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
What do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation.
Do tell.
Exit plan.
Exit from what?
Wow. Her life.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
Not a quitter. Like you sometimes get, son.
Heard she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. Ever see that?
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset. She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself, the way some people do.
Any fancy tech?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Man, I really hope we should be hiding in this village. Okay, further up the coast we go.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The failed electric mural.
Indeed.
You feel like you should go look at it again.
What more do you want to know about? Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Let's hear this. One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She does seem nice.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Well, is she? Further up the coast. So, like, by the relay tower. Perhaps. I can only assume that means go further up the coast. The coast isn't all that big. It's a dance. Sell. surprised. Would hide. True. No, way too soon. I was still sitting up.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000! Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too.
Looks at the imposing black box in the corner. It's churning out the sound.
Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honours, detective?
So what do you propose to the name?
The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Yes, you should do it, detective. It would be good for the signs.
Good for the signs.
Lloyd's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
So, any ideas?
How about something simple? Like the club?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful. Like a morning after the rave.
Okay.
Yakukata! Yakukata! The place to be!
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, eh? Got anything else?
Hardcore! Hardcore to the nigger!
No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
Wow.
The amnesia.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia!
It's not amnesia, guys.
Suna?
I don't. Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
Yep.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
Kind of right.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
You have? Well, what's the name?
We'll call it Disco Elysium.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
The past is the future, but the future is dead!
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat. You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience. It feels good. It feels right. But what is this? What is this thing that Andre is doing with his limbs?
I'm dancing!
You should talk about it. You should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man!
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves? Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better. But there's a noticeable lack of something.
Hair.
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Is it time? Time to make you some breakfast? Nope. Is it time to make you a shake? Oh. Hello, Shadow. Stream cat. He's not so hot about being held, though. Can we do anything? Would you like me to do something? Make it.
In a hurry. Fuck. Now live honest and always speak the truth. Long live, etc., etc. I feel like puking after that swill in the canteen.
This is scandalous. You've kept us half the day. The fruit on my part's
White-head like a miller's son.
And you'll be rotting in the clink before
We'll
you
have order at last! Long live Radovid! Hail the mate!
Oh,
you make a fine sailor.
Sure about that. Ears look a shade pointy to me. So you best lay it back. Looking to make some coin too, eh?
When suddenly, up he pops and heals me. Had a profitable case of leprosy one minute, next thing I know I'm
Go suck a devil.
with no means to earn me livelihood.
Bad luck, that.
They say some witches spine for the black ones.
Into the Zima.
Where are you, Ruthlin? Rutler?
Real fire? Nuh-uh. It is too. They just smear ash on their lips first. That's why it don't hurt. That's all it takes. Ash? No, soap too. Try it at home later. Nice.
Sunbright and warm.
What was it happened to faulty digging?
Ah.
The thinking customer will see right away I've got the best deals this side of the pond.
I'm knackered.
Our townhouse. In the Zima's trade quarter. It has a red roof. Do you know if it still stands?
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Look!
See the empty shipping?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no one knows how it got there, who it belongs to. That's all you got to say. Huh.
Well, I don't understand. I think it's best to
what?
keep your mouth shut. Pam param, pam pam param, pam param.
Have you talked to your neighbour? How's she feeling?
Your husband set out on a voyage and never came back. How would you feel?
Well, my husband was never dug out of the worst dives in Novigrad.
Supper I never refused.
You that madman wanted to sail to Skellige?
That
The butcher of
someone
Blackmagic.
night tossed his body in the channel.
I'm a witcher! Hi-ya!
Who was it?
That's a rat for sure.
Name? Carlo Richard. Any majors in your family? Alchemists, herbalists?
That one's so pretty that he can't keep his hands off himself.
Your very presence is an affront to the eternal fire.
Got a foolproof method for exercising witches.
Why is your hair so grey, darling? Such lovely natural surroundings.
You heard that opened up a cabaret at the old Rosemary and Thyme.
Cabaret?
You'll look
What, the
fucking
kind where they
amazing
walk out on stage
on
to kill
top of
pleasure
me.
and jest?
No, the kind where ladies in feathers and fishnet stockings swing their legs about.
Snake eye. Got a snake's tongue as well.
Any last words?
Mic on. Hey, that works. Oops. I'm gonna cut it off here. It's late and yeah. I'll probably be here tomorrow though. So have a good night. I should be back tomorrow. Have an odd cutoff, but that's life. Thank you for visiting. Goodbye.